No way. I'm tired of waiting. I say we stick the witch first chance we get.
I'm sorry, don't mind me.
What did you hear? I asked you a question, loser. What did you hear?
Nothing.
Then why did you drop your shampoo?
It was slippery. Here, feel.
You believe her, Kelsey?
Yeah, right. You are such a liar.
You feel like getting your hair cut? Iron?
No, please.
Then tell us what you heard.
Something about sticking it to someone, but that's all, I swear.
Any idea who that someone might be?
It's me, isn't it? You're planning to kill me first chance that you get.
Carly, are you out there?
Yeah. What can I do for you?
I'll be right out.
Oh, isn't that nice? Such a lovely time of year, isn't it? Everything is so new and so fresh.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. All winter long, you think that spring is never going to come. And then it does, and it feels like anything's possible.
I'll get that. Oh, get it. Oh, pretty pink pencil. Isn't that one of those pencils you use to design your things with?
Mm-hmm. I just got it off the table. I'm gonna do a crossword.
Pink, pretty. Carly, now look, I know you're getting a little antsy out here, but you mustn't forget what the doctor told you. You know, working again can be very dangerous for you and for your baby.
I haven't forgotten. I took my blood pressure twice already this morning, and it's fine.
Yeah, good. Well, don't let me stir it up again for you.
Okay.
Well, I'm off to Holden and Lily's. I'm gonna babysit for them.
Oh, good.
I'll see you when I get
nice.
back.
Okay. They're very lucky to have you.
Goes both ways. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take all the time you need. I have so much to do. And so little time.
I've checked everywhere she could possibly be, Hal, and she is nowhere to be found. I'm telling you, something is wrong with Mom.
I know that's how it seems, Paul, but there could be an explanation. I just haven't found one yet.
She told me the work she did for Rosanna was the best of her career. Now, why would she just walk away from that?
Did you actually see these designs that she was so proud of?
No, I didn't.
Well, then maybe there's our answer. Maybe she was getting psyched, but then she took one last look at them. She decided they weren't as good as she thought.
No, if there's anything I know about Mom, she's too hard on herself when it comes to work. If she said the designs were good, they were good.
Maybe she decided they were too good for Rosanna.
Are you serious, Hal? Are you serious? Or are you just trying to calm me down and make me stop worrying because she can stop? I'm worried, and it's getting worse every minute.
I know, Paul. I'm worried, too.
Okay, it's progress. It's progress. But I'm not out of here yet. Okay. One more time. Okay. Let's give this thing a good old whack. If I end up in the hospital, damn you, Craig, you'll pay the bill and then you're gonna go to jail!
You know what? You don't even care. You don't even care what'll happen if Hal finds out I was involved with Kim and Barbara.
Sure I do. Hal's not going to toss you out, Emily. The last thing he can afford is another divorce.
What about Rose? Huh? I mean, this is her first and only marriage. If Paul finds out she chloroformed his mother, he's never going to speak to her again, much less marry her.
He may thank her. Come on. Everything worthwhile entails a certain amount of risk, and wasn't it worthwhile helping a friend?
Yes, of course. You know, I know. We're trying to help Carly, design the fall line for Monte Carlo, and the only way to make that happen is to get Barbara out of the way for a while. I know that, but it's complicated. Things are very complicated, and I'm beginning to worry.
No need. Nothing's going to go wrong.
What, because you say so?
Well, because Carly's career, your marriage, and Rose's engagement are not the only things at stake here. My wedding to Rosanna is on the line, too.
Right, okay, so what's the next step, huh? She won't eat. Barbara will not eat, okay? So we can't drug her again, which means we can't release her without being seen.
Panicking is not the answer here. Give me some time. I'll deal with it.
Yeah, well, you better. Because if Rose and I get busted, we're taking you down with us.
It's from the two of us.
Well, isn't that sweet? Is it a wedding gift?
Bridal.
Oh,
Just for you.
It's sort of a thank you gift, too, for helping us so much. You really mean a lot to us, Rosanna.
well, thank you. You mean a lot to me, too. Thank you so much. It's just so lovely of you.
Well, don't you want to see what it is?
Oh, well, of course. I'm so silly. What was I thinking? Right. Oh. Oh, it's lovely. Oh, it's so charming. Thank you. Would you mind? Would you put it on me? I can't wait to show your father.
Just make sure you tell Craig that it's not from me.
Well, come on now. His feelings about you are about to change. Once he sees Lucy walk down the aisle at our wedding, he's going to realize how good the two of you are for each other.
Well, that's the plan, anyway.
Look, try not to worry. If Craig cannot see how happy you two make each other, then I will explain it to him in no uncertain terms. Oh, this just arrived for you, Miss Cabot. Oh, thank you very much, Phyllis. It's from Barbara Ryan.
Maybe it's the Monte Carlo designs.
Could be. I don't know. It's a letter. Rosanna, sorry I missed our meeting. Had to go to Milan. Please tell Paul not to worry. Barbara Ryan. That's strange.
She took her designs to Milan instead of showing them to you. Why would she do that?
I don't know. Unless... Not going to go there.
What? What are you thinking?
Well, perhaps Barbara's disappearance was not her choice exactly. Perhaps it was someone else's. You know, there are people who would rather she didn't work for Monte Carlo.
People like my father?
I didn't say that.
Just tell me, Rosanna. Do you think it's possible my father had something to do with Barbara disappearing?
Hey, you looking for this?
Where was it?
It's on the hallway table. You must have repacked your bag and left it there.
You know, I always thought there was an advantage to having you work here. I finally found out what it is.
Oh. Hey, I got it.
Oh, Chris, thank you. That's the third time in the last 50 yards I've dropped these.
Things okay, Susan?
Haven't been sleeping that well.
I can imagine. Is Allison all right?
How would I know? I'm not allowed to see her. None of us are. That's why I'm up half the night worrying. Not for a month.
It's got to be tough on all of you.
It's terrible. That's why I was so grateful to your magnificent son here for managing to get a glimpse of her and reporting back to us.
You went to the detention center? How is it that you were able to see Allison when her family is denied access?
What would we need to kill you for? You're nothing.
Less than nothing.
You just stay out of our way, understand? And forget what you heard. Nobody's getting killed.
Sure, fine, whatever. Whatever you say. Could I just ask you one question?
No.
If someone were to be getting killed and you just happened to find out about it, could you just tell me so I can make sure I'm not around?
We'll think about it. Right, Kelsey?
Yeah, right.
Thanks. I thought that the girls in level 1 were supposed to not be, you know, violent or whatever.
Look, I am not a violent person. But when somebody keeps me from getting paroled, I can't just sit back and act like it's nothing. Somebody's gonna pay.
But if you commit another crime, forget parole, they're gonna lock you up for good.
Look, I told you to stay out of it. You know what? One more word out of you, and I'm gonna open you up.
No, please.
Just cut her open, Nicole. Maybe she'll mind her own business.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
She's just faking it, Nicole. She just wants you to back off.
No, I'm not faking it. This has happened to me before. I was even in the hospital once.
Sure you were. Why don't you go put your head under a pillow?
No. I'm choking. Please, call a doctor. Please, call a doctor, quick.
We are going to take you down with us, Emily? If I didn't know better, I'd say that sounded like mutiny.
It isn't.
Well, stop scaring yourself. Everything's going according to plan.
You know what? You're crazy. She already suspects you and Carly, okay? She's screaming your name at the top of her lungs, Craig.
She always did. But Barbara can scream whatever she wants. Who's going to listen to her? Huh? We're all going to walk away from this without a scratch. We have to stick together. Got to walk tall.
You know, you would have made a heck of a football coach, Montgomery.
Coaches get fired. I'd rather own.
I gotta go. My turn to feed the beast.
We'll put a flower on her tray. She'll eat that, too.
It's not a bad idea. One more thing. Do me a favor.
I will consider.
Push Carly to finish those designs quickly.
Carly knows how fast she has to finish her designs.
Okay. See you around.
Thank you, yes. But maybe you are right, Emily. Maybe it is time for Carly to get a little pep talk from the owner.
I wasn't accusing your father of anything. Why would you think that I was?
I heard the two of you arguing. Daddy wanted Carly to design for the fall line. You wanted to hire Barbara Ryan. Something like that.
Aaron, do you know how to use a fax machine?
Sure.
Would you mind faxing this, please, to Detective Munson at the police station and then to Paul Ryan at the Lakeview? Tell them, we'll use a cover page and tell them that I received it today.
You got it.
Thank you. Oh, the fax machine is in the study, just around the corner. All right. Tell me what's bothering you.
I don't know. I guess I'm just scared that you and Daddy will get angry at each other and break up.
That's not gonna happen.
I didn't think it would happen with my mother either.
I know your father can be infuriating, and I know I'm not the easiest person in the world. But, we do love each other. And we are devoted to each other. Deeply. For all time.
I'm so glad we're gonna be a family.
We are already a family. I would do anything for you.
Those faxes are on their way. Is everything okay?
Yes.
Yeah, it's good, I think.
Great. How about we get you on your feet?
Oh, yes, why don't you go ahead. Go with Aaron and, have a good time. I have a million things to do before the wedding, so.
Dad? What are you doing here?
I came here to see Craig, but since you're here, he's obviously not.
Is there something I can do for you, Holden?
I guess you could say that. Stop playing these power games with my son.
Knock, knock. And this car was missing. I assume she is, too.
You cannot be checking up on me again, Craig. I'm going nuts.
I come bearing gifts of encouragement. Look what I have here. A chocolate milkshake from Hound. Cookies, pecans, pound of espresso beans, chocolate bars. Oh, and this for little Michaela or Jaquette or Craig, whatever you decide to call the little darling.
Thank you. It's very thoughtful of you. Now, please go. Emma could be back any second.
Don't you want to show me what you got?
No, I don't. You told me that I have 30 hours to finish, and I'm going to need every moment.
30, yeah, well, that may have been a little optimistic.
Excuse me?
Time is running out. Your deadline has been moved up.
Hey. Hey, Paul, now this should put your mind at ease.
You know what you got? Mom's in Milan? I don't believe it.
Why not? If she liked the designs as much as you say, she probably thought she could sell them over there.
No, Rosanna was a sure thing. Not only that, designing for Monte Carlo meant sticking it to Carly, and you know she wouldn't pass up that chance. This is a fake, Hal.
And what makes you think that?
Why would she send a letter to Rosanna and not to me? Or Will, or you, for that matter?
All right, I'm going to check with the State Department, have them check on Barbara's passport.
Okay, great, thanks. And I'll call Milan, check all of her contacts over there.
I'm still not convinced that Barbara didn't send this letter, but as long as there's any doubt, I'm going to stay on this until I find out where she is.
All right, I'll call you later after I speak to Milan.
Okay. Hey, Paul. You know, your mother would be proud of you.
Yeah, probably surprised, too.
Of both of us. Better get moving.
Are you still out there? Hello? Is that you, Carly? I know you're the one that had me kidnapped. Because you have the most to gain, don't you? Oh, but you're supposed to be resting, aren't you? So is that you, sweetheart? Is that you, Craigie? Answer me! Okay, you don't want to talk? Then you better listen. Because I've got a weapon in here. I've got a weapon and a tool. And I'm gonna use it to hack away at this little doggy door until it's big enough for me to get out of there. You hear me? I'm gonna come after you in person and track you down, you understand? Hey! Harry! Whoa! Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, it's a lady. Is it a lady? Well, do you remember what birth was like, Toots? Because you're about to be reminded. Come on, come on. I got you. Missing something, sweetheart?
Rosanna is not playing games. I mean, she's been nothing but great to Lucy and me.
I don't think that you're in any position to judge that.
It's thanks to Rosanna that Lucy's gonna walk down that aisle at that wedding tomorrow. I mean, she's the one who let me be here, help her get stronger. And when Craig finds that out, he's gonna realize what we mean to each other.
You finished?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to discuss this with Rosanna alone. Do you mind?
Not at all. Oh, then we'll be by the gazebo. Aaron?
Dad, you're trying to protect me, but I don't need protecting.
Look, I just want to clarify a few things. That's why I'm here. That's it.
This means a lot to me. Please don't get in the way.
Come on, Aaron. Let's go.
I'll be fine. Try not to worry. You know, I think Aaron is a lovely young man, and the more I get to know him, the better I like him.
Does Craig feel the same way?
Well, you heard what Aaron said. We're hoping after tomorrow.
Craig will never accept Aaron in Lucy's life. I know it. Why don't you?
Well, perhaps I have more faith in Craig than you do.
So much faith that you've been allowing Aaron to see Lucy behind Craig's back? I am here because I do not want Aaron to be a pawn in some silly little game that you two are playing with each other.
Well, that is hardly what I'm doing. And I resent the implication that I would ever be so frivolous.
Look, I'm just looking after my son. He's been hurt a lot this past year, and I don't want him hurt anymore.
I understand. But you see, Lucy has been in a wheelchair for months. And Aaron has helped her out of that chair. I think once Craig sees the impact that Aaron has had on her, he is going to come around.
All Craig will see is that you have been deceiving him. He will be unhappy, and he will take it out on Aaron.
Well, I won't let that happen.
You won't be able to stop it. Look, I'm not going to let Aaron walk into a trap at your wedding. So either you tell Craig what's going on with him and Lucy, or I'm going to do it for you.
You cannot cut my deadline. Even at 30 hours, I'm just going to finish by the skin of my teeth.
Aren't you happy with what you've done so far?
Yes. Yes, everything is coming out beautifully.
Well, then go for more happiness. Open the floodgates. Let the ideas come pouring out.
Faster is not better.
Well, I'm not suggesting you compromise your quality. I'm just saying you challenge yourself to notch it up a little.
Why? Is Barbara back?
No, nothing like that.
Well, then why the sudden urgency?
Craig, you are not supposed to be here. I'll give you 5 seconds, and then I'm going to call Jack.
Are you still out there? Hello?
Oh, good. Communication. Would you like me to give you your watch back? Well, I'm not going to, Carly or Molly or whoever you are. I'm gonna use your watch, and I'm gonna find out who you are, and then you're gonna wish you were never born!
You'd think they'd at least allow a visit from a parent, but no, the warden was very firm. That's why it meant so much for your son to see Allison firsthand. At least for a moment, I can just stop thinking the worst.
That still doesn't explain how Chris got the detention center to bend the rules for him.
Hey, can we talk about this later? I've got to run downstairs to grab an X-ray.
Sure. Listen, why don't you come to my office when you're done? I'm just kind of curious to know what strings you had to pull to see Allison.
I'll check back with you first chance I get.
Listen, have you given any thought to the conversation we had earlier?
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry, but I don't think I can make it.
Susan, you've been booked to this conference for 3 months now.
I know, but that was before my daughter wound up in jail.
I know, and I know you're upset about Allison, but you can't see her for a month. Listen, maybe it'd do you some good if you can get away for a while.
But what if something happens? Emily will have to handle it all by herself.
I think they still have phones in Orlando. If there's an emergency, you can go home.
I guess you've already assigned people to cover my shifts.
Of course. Look, if it makes you feel any better, it's work, Susan. not pleasure.
Oh, okay, then, guess I'll go to the conference.
That's the spirit. Listen, it's just for a few days, and who knows, maybe a change of scene will make the time go faster, and you can see Allison again.
This has happened to me before. The doctor who treated me works at a hospital close by. Do you think that you could call him?
If it gets any worse, I'll call a local MD.
No, but my doctor knows me. He knows my medical history. Isn't that better than just calling some doctor who doesn't even know who I am? His name is Chris Hughes. He works at Oakdale Memorial. Could you just please call him? Tell him that I have to see him really quick. If he doesn't get here really quick, that there's a chance that I could die.
I am doing my best to respect your feelings concerning Aaron, but I will not allow you to come into my house and start issuing me ultimatums.
I don't doubt that Craig will be very happy to see his daughter walking again, but he will never give Aaron credit for that. That's why you have to tell Craig now so that Aaron can know where he stands.
Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry.
Okay, fine. Then I will tell him myself.
Well, that would be a monumental mistake.
Why?
Because Aaron and Lucy have been building towards this moment for months. In their innocent hearts, they see it as the perfect expression of their devotion towards each other. If you take that away, Aaron might never forgive you.
Okay. Fine. You win.
Thank you.
I just hope Aaron doesn't get hurt too badly.
I think it will be the best for all of us.
You know, I can't tell you how to deal with Craig, but I can tell you this much. Lying and keeping secrets, it's never good for a marriage.
What you call a secret, I call the most beautiful wedding gift I could possibly give my new husband.
I hope so. For your sake, Rosanna, because I have to tell you, it's one hell of a way to start a marriage. I'll see you.
Hi, Emma. I was just leaving.
I'd like to know what you're doing here.
Craig was just bringing me a present. Look, with the baby. Isn't that cute?
It's going to be quite a while before that baby comes. What's the rush?
It was an impulse. I saw this cuddly little bundle of fluff, and next thing I knew, I was in my car.
Cuddly and fluffy's not your style, my friend. Something's going on between the two of you. And I don't like it. One little bit.
Thanks a lot. She was already sick of me. Now you've sealed the deal.
Emma's the least of your problems. You have 24 hours.
What? No, you can't do that to me. That is way too much pressure.
You won't have time to feel it. You get to work. I got to tell Rosanna that you're about to save the day.
What?
Right?
Wait. You're telling me that Rosanna doesn't even know that I've taken over designing after Barbara disappeared?
Trust me, I'm not timing this. Okay? The more her anxiety has a chance to build, the more receptive she will be to the idea.
Or she won't even look at my designs and I will have wasted the last 2 days.
That is not going to happen. All right? Rosanna will see what you've done. She will fall in love with it, and she will realize what a mistake she made by letting Barbara within a buttonhole of this company. Okay, come on. The finish line is so close. Do not falter. You have to come through for all of us.
Chris, you looking for me?
Yeah, you wanted to speak to me about my seeing Allison Stewart.
No, I wanted you to speak to me about it. How did you manage to get permission to see her?
I told the matron at the prison that I was Allison's doctor.
That's what I was afraid of. Are you out of your mind? As an intern, your license to practice medicine doesn't extend beyond this hospital.
She was really upset. Allison needed to see a friendly face, and I was the only one that could get in.
Her emotional condition does not change the law. You could have been arrested. You could be fined.
I know I was wrong. But Emily was going out of her mind, and I just couldn't tell her no.
I'm not questioning your intentions. They're usually good. But listen, if you do something like this again, it's got to go in your file, and that means it'll be on your record.
You really do that?
Don't test me, son.
Dad, it would end my career. No one would hire me.
That's what you got to think about. Now start following the rules. All of the rules. I'm serious, Chris. No more medical visits to Allison Stewart.
She's not Milan, Hal. I checked with every contact I know in the fashion business over there, and she is nowhere to be found.
Well...
Ask me, she's somewhere she doesn't need to be. I think we need to accept that.
There's no record of her passport being used, so you're probably right about her not being in Milan.
Exactly. That letter was a fake. Somebody wants to make sure we don't look for her.
So that leaves us with what? Somebody either arranged to have Barbara kidnapped or did it themselves.
Craig Montgomery. He was my first instinct when I saw she wasn't at the meeting.
Craig Montgomery would take the eyes out of your head for a buck, but kidnapping? No, he doesn't have the stomach.
All right, then who did it? Where is she? You got somebody else in mind?
No, but I'm gonna stay on this until I do.
All right, now. Prepare to be amazed.
What is it?
It's a letter from Barbara.
She's in Milan? What for?
Well, I can't say I know for sure. Perhaps she's trying to sell her work.
Well, the design she was doing for us? That's completely unethical.
Well, yes, I know, but if the designs were as good as she said they were, perhaps she went to where she thought she would be more appreciated.
We had a deal. You were counting on her.
You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. There'll be other falls, other department stores. But I'm getting married tomorrow for the one and only time in my life, and I'm just going to put all my energy into that and not let anything else distract me.
All right, you handle the wedding. I'll take care of the emergency.
No, I don't want you to deal with it either.
Why not?
Because, my darling, I want your full attention. If there was ever a time in our lives where we should be focusing on each other, this is it.
Nothing would make me happier, but if I take care of this quickly, then we can enjoy our wedding and our honeymoon.
What did you have in mind?
Well, assuming she wants to do it, we can get Carly back to replace Barbara.
Carly?
Yeah.
She's pre-eclampsia, Craig. Working could be fatal for her.
Well, she may not want to do it, but I think it would be remiss if we didn't at least ask.
I don't want Carly involved in this critical time in our lives.
Monte Carlo is about to be finished before it gets started, and Carly can say that. I think we should at least just give her a call.
Don't. Please don't. Not this time.
Yes, please, you have to wait.
We need to talk.
Sir, I'm sorry, she charged right past me.
That's all right, Phyllis. I'll take care of it. Thank you.
We got a problem, Craig. A big fat problem. Barbara ripped the watch right off my wrist.
How'd that happen?
She's been chopping away at the doggy door with a poker. It's gonna be big enough, okay? She's gonna be able to slither out any minute. So I reached down, I reached inside the door to get the poker away from her, and to and fro, she ripped it off my wrist.
Fine. Calm down. Call up Henry and get him to get over there and patch up the doggy door.
Oh, wait a minute. Hal, I'm meeting Hal for lunch. How do I explain to him? He notices it's missing. What do I say?
You tell him you lost it, you're having it repaired. But come on, Rosanna in here worrying about why you were here.
All right, wait. Where are you going to be? What happens when I need you?
I will be right here figuring out how to make this work.
All right, fine. Fine.
Good luck.
He's been drugged. When I would get upset, that's when they would give me the tea and set up.
He was distracted. He was disoriented.
He acted as if we were still married.
He sees enemies everywhere.
Now, Alan Spaulding.
Why do you hate me? What have I done?
Is dancing on the brink of disaster.
I won't go back there. I won't!
This week on Guiding Light.
Please come, Chris. I'm not pretending this time it's for real. Excuse me, Dr. Hughes?
Yes?
This message came for you. The switchboard operator said it was urgent.
Thanks a lot. Sorry, Allison. I can't do that.
Thank you. You want to hear the craziest thing? After all the numbers that Barbara has pulled on me in this last year, I'm still worried sick about her.
Oh, don't do this to yourself. You know, knowing Barbara, she's gonna breeze right back into Oakdale and pretend nothing happened.
Emily, we never got a ransom note. I mean, somebody might have snatched her and then decided that she just wasn't worth the trouble. She's the mother of my children. I mean, how do I go to Will and tell him that his
Honey,
mother
listen to me.
is-
It's not gonna come to that. I know it. It's just not gonna come to that. And she's gonna come home and harass you like she always does.
Well, you're probably right. What I should be doing is concentrating now on who sent that letter.
Right. So do you have any suspects?
Well, Craig, of course, is the easy target, but kidnapping, you know, it's a federal offense, and I just don't think he'd be taking that kind of a risk, especially when he's about to walk down the aisle.
Yeah, well, the thing about Craig is he never thinks he's gonna get caught.
That's a good point.
It is.
Thank you, sweetheart. Craig Montgomery just became my #1 suspect.
Well, you thought you had me, didn't you? But I'm gonna get you with this.
Still not big enough.
You hear that, people? You'd better watch out! Because here comes Barbara!
Carly! Hello?
Emma? Hi, it's Craig. Is Carly there?
Hi. Did I hear my phone ringing?
It's Craig.
Thank you.
Hi, Jack, it's me. I'm sorry you're not there. Listen, I feel very strange calling you like this, but I feel I have no choice. I think that Carly is designing again. Craig was here and today, and now Carly's talking to him on the phone. Look, call me when you get in, okay? Bye-bye.
I am working as fast as I can. Pressuring me is not going to help.
There is no pressure. Time is up. Whatever designs you have done, you have to turn in today.